Welcome, everyone. My name is Mitch, and this is The Black Effect. Today, I want to talk to you guys about something that's critically important that's taking place with the federal government, the Trump administration, Elon Musk, and Doge, and that is the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Now, a few days back, Musk stopped all work that the CFPB was doing, which is, and he made the claim that there was a lot of wasteful spending taking place in the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Now, this is a direct threat to consumers and the protections of consumers. Quick backstory, quick history. The CFPB was formed in 2010 by President Obama, and this was directly after the housing crisis of 2008, and it was put in place because banks were defrauding their customers. That's the sole purpose of the CFPB. Now, the annual budget for the CFPB fluctuates between 500 to 600 billion dollars a year. But what's interesting about this is that every single year the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau recovers anywhere from 1.5 up to $13 billion in fraud from banks and financial institutions that have defrauded their very own customers, right? So, a few quick stats. 2012, they were able to recover 3.6 billion. In 2013, it was 1.3 billion. In 2014, it's 2.6 billion. This, and since then, every single year, the CFPB works for American consumers. They are the safeguards for predatory banking. Now, this is important because as Black Americans, no one is more of a victim towards predatory practices with the banking system than us. We have a long history of our own financial institutions and banking systems doing everything they can to defraud us and steal our money. Quick story. I had a bank account with Chase of America. This was pre 2010, and Chase had a notorious reputation of targeting consumers to create consecutive overdraft fees, where they would charge you an overdraft fee, which was $35 every 4 days, and they would just continue time and time and time and time again. I found out later that Chase, the way their banking practices works, is that they're making chargement or payments so that you can increase the probability of you overdrafting your fees. So they track your spending to see if this is a customer that has overdrawn their accounts, how many times per month, and how many times can we set them into a position where we can increase these overdraft fees, because this was at this point a significant portion of Chase's profit margin. And prior to 2010, they were one of the worst actors in this field about this. So you can imagine that if the Trump administration and Doge gets its way, what will happen? Well, it will go back to pre-2010, the Wild Wild West. And so instead of banks lending out money being their primary source of revenue and income and profits, it'll go back to them figuring out predatory ways to steal from us and force us into positions where we're constantly paying overdraft fees when we shouldn't be paying. And so, and the proof of that is, since the creation of the CFPB, every single year, the federal government has sued these financial institutions and gotten back significant sums of money that they return to customers. A couple of years ago, Wells Fargo was caught defrauding consumers by opening up accounts in customers' names, not telling them, charging them crazy interest fees for those sales accounts, and then automatically withdrawing the payments from consumers' bank accounts. So, you know, we our financial institutions are set up to steal from us essentially, and this is the one agency in the government that protects consumers' interests. And Elon Musk comes in and put a stop to it. Now, the play for these people, they don't have legislative power to completely destroy and eradicate these agencies, but they want to stall, and it's a war of attrition, and they want to create so much chaos to where consumers won't have faith that the federal government can fix them, or fixing these things will take such a long time to where they're going to try to think of ways to why this department shouldn't exist. But this is the only department, the federal agency that works on behalf of consumers, that works on behalf of the American people. This is not a monetary policy, and a lot of these organizations and banks, and they don't like them, right? Anything that protects us, they don't like. So, what am I suggesting? If you are black, you need to do one or two things, in my opinion. You need to start looking to move your money to a black-owned bank, or you need to start looking to move your money and your business to a credit union. Credit unions have long had a great reputation overall. It's relative, especially relative to our banking system. But I would advise you to, you know, really consider moving your money to a black-owned bank. One United is one bank, is the bank that I use, and they're fantastic. And I would advise and recommend anyone to, you know, consider opening an account with them. And we can empower ourselves we can protect ourselves with empowering ourselves to do things, knowing that there's an entity out there that doesn't want to act in good faith when doing business with us. And so I just want to get on here real quick and put that out there to let everyone know that we need to stay ready so we don't have to get ready. It is better to be proactive than reactive in these situations, because things are just getting started with this administration. And when you have two megalomaniacs running the country, it's not a good recipe for success. So consider moving your funds and your business to a black-owned bank first. And if you're not comfortable with that, or it happens to not be a black-owned bank in your city, then start with a credit union. They're aces in my book. So I hope this helps, and I'll be making further videos about this administration and how it will impact and affect Black Americans, and some of the things that we can do to try to curb the changing environments and the negative impacts that's coming. So my name is Mitch. Appreciate y'all for checking me out. Follow me if you want to some up-to-date information about the administration and some of the nefarious things that might be taking place. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.